All right, all right. Well, I was on a call with someone else, so then now I'm on here. And that is Dave De Silva. Yes, bro. Dave,
Hey,
how you doing, man?
how's it going, man?
Not too much, not too much. Whereabouts are you calling in from?
Just give me a sec here. I gotta fix my. Could you hear me now?
Yeah, no, you're all good. You're all good. Apologies for not letting you in for a couple minutes or so. I was just on a call as well too, just trying to get something through for one of my real estate clients as well too. Whereabouts you calling from?
I'm from Sri Lanka, actually.
From Sri Lanka. Very nice, man. How old are you? You look young as well.
Yeah, I'm 16.
16. Good for you, man. Well, what got you into sales? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I've been running a marketing agency before when I was like 14 to 15,
Okay.
and I had three clients. I had about I guess 7 to 8 sales calls,
Hmm.
and so basically I had two home care clients. Basically, like they do you know like home health care?
Yeah, yeah.
So those guys and I like locked their well, first one I locked his Facebook account, but I didn't know like you should like wait for 3 days or something before you post an ad.
Yep.
So I just locked the account, and so I lost him. The second one, I also lost him, and then
Hmm.
third one, I got him 20 leads, but it was a free trial, so he didn't pay me.
Okay.
And the second one, he said that his wife said that um he don't want to be like looking like the ad guy, you know, like doing
Okay.
ads constantly
Okay.
every month.
Okay.
So he stopped. But I still
Okay.
message like I got his WhatsApp and all that.
All right. Do you have any clients currently or
No, I stopped
no?
that. So
Okay.
I was on a
Okay.
school play and it just kind of went down and down and down.
Okay. What do you mean by going down?
I mean, for a while I thought doing it again, but it just I cold call for like 6 hours a day every day, and
6 hours you're cold calling? How many dials are
like
you doing?
third a lot of dials, I guess 200, 300, but it was
Okay.
from Skype, and it was like 30, 35 people picks up, and then it just like we get into calls, but they don't like reply. And I was not doing any like pre-call videos or anything like that, so
Hmm.
it was pretty bad.
Okay, tell me about the sales process. Are you a one man show with it, or you have a team, or
No, um, basically I did it on my own. I don't do it anymore, so yeah,
okay, all on your own? So, is it? It's a whole marketing. It's like a social media marketing agency, right?
yeah.
Okay. So tell me about your sales process then. Like, what's the beginning touch point, and then what's the end goal? So go from me not knowing you to all the way to becoming a client. What's that process like?
So when I was like used to do it, I didn't do it anymore. But I was searching for clients on Google Maps, and then I scraped the lead list,
Hmm.
and then I cold call them. I get them on a Zoom, and then I basically kind of sell them of like a 30-minute call. You know that NEPQ Jeremy Minor.
Yep.
Yeah, that style. So
Tonality. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
and you could see the calls on my YouTube. Like I was pretty small, and I put on like a hoodie, and then
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Okay. Fair enough.
pretty embarrassing to watch right now.
Dude, it's all about
So
the process. My mentor, do you know who Iman Gaji is?
yeah, he was
So
your
I
mentor.
I've been to Eman's house before out in Chelsea. That was like a long time ago. This was like 7, 8 years ago. I've been in the game for a long time, dude. And he is a huge, huge advocate for filming the whole process. So what you're doing right now is absolutely perfect. Dude, you're 16, man. Like Eman didn't even get started until he was like 17 doing marketing agencies and stuff. And you said you started when you were 14. How did you hear about all this stuff anyway? Was it through like Instagram or like what?
No, it was a friend. Like he was talking about this stuff
Hmm.
all in school. Like I was
Okay.
next to him, so
Okay, okay. So you're doing these calls, like, is it all through your own research you're doing these calls then, or is it like a leads list that you've already found?
basically I just scraped them from Google. Do you know Jordan Platten?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was-
All these guys,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes. All old school guys, yes, bro.
yeah. Have you done an SMMA or something like that?
I already did it in that past life, 6, 7 years ago. I did that, but then I found out that my best skill was closing. So sales, closing, all that sort of fun stuff. I ran an agency for about 3, 4 years. I can actually post in the community my interview with Eman. Eman interviewed me for my agency. I can post that in the community if you think that it would be some good value from there. It's like 25 minutes or so. Gives a little bit more of a background for me as well, but kind of like hindsight in short, I left Canada during COVID. I ran mostly a real estate marketing agency, SMMA. So my bread and butter was Facebook ads, Instagram ads for realtors, or are what we would call in Canada and the United States, or PRECs, which is personal real estate corporations. So they're the ones that like have a little bit more money. They can get like business credit cards and stuff like that. So they're the ones that can actually pay as well. So I did that for about 3, 4 years. Then COVID hit. Then my bread and butter was open houses. So when open houses weren't allowed anymore 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, well, fuck, like I don't have a fucking business now. Like what am I gonna do then? So then I just ended up leaving Canada because I was already pretty fully remote by that point. Fucked right off to Mexico, started learning a little bit more skills, a little bit with a little bit more like closing skills, refining my craft. I've already done by that time probably about 200, 250 sales calls with my agency. Now, and then I started doing a little bit more of like remote closing, remote work, and that's what the community is about. And that's one of the reasons why you're in there, of course, I'm pretty sure, to learn those skill sets so that you can be completely remote. You can travel to wherever, have those skill sets so that all you have to do is just have your laptop or have your phone, have a headset, and you're good to go. So, learning those skills and trying to figure out how to be fully remote while at the same time becoming a high ticket closer or refine your skills so that you're able to communicate and build those relationships so that you can close people later on while doing businesses and such. So then I started freelancing as a closer a little bit while I was in Mexico. And instead of dropping a course or dropping anything like that, even though I've already been in the industry for 5 years, I decided to wait. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I get to 100K, wait till I get to 250, all that stuff. I've closed over $2 million in the high ticket space over the last couple of years. And I'm on a new offer right now, but also putting my energy towards this too, because I want my real gifts is about helping people exactly like yourself, Dave, and and trying to mitigate both this as well as doing a new real estate offer for a real estate client. So the numbers like can't even compare to what high ticket closing is and digital marketing, social media. The numbers can't really compare. Like my old client that I worked with for about 2, 3 years or so, he was spending like 750, $1,000 or something like that per month on ads, and a lot of it was like all kind of like I don't know, some organic stuff, and the leads were kind of like all shit garbage. While right now my client, he spends 15K a month, so the quality is much different in there. But doing real estate, there's a way higher margin. Like I'm on a call right now. I'm trying to get a 500,000 deal done. That's why I couldn't let you in for a couple minutes because I'm trying to get a 500,000 deal done right before coming on here. But yeah, man, you just got to find your skill sets and where you're strong at. So take me through a little bit more of that sales process. So you find those leads, you find people, you cold call them yourself, or you have someone else do it for you.
I do it myself.
You do it yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the one man show then. You're kind of doing every single thing. And what's when someone closes, what are you going to do for them? What value are you bringing?
So basically, I just get like I onboard them, basically like get them on my Facebook, like business manager.
Okay. Have you done it
So
before for a client or
I
no?
do, yeah, I've done it like for 4 clients.
For four clients so far? Okay, nice, man. Good for you.
So I don't do this marketing agency anymore. Um, Basically to go through the sales process. So I cold call them, get them on a sales call, and then get them on an onboarding call, and then I get access to their Facebook business manager, and then I copyright the ads, create like AI stuff, basically like AI videos. I pick the voice from LML Labs, do you know?
Mhm.
And then I created the video like maybe a video for my personal training client. He already had a video like showing his gym and all that. And so basically he just take his iPhone through the gym, and then I just put the audio like editing it. And then afterwards we put the ad on. I created like three to four like ads. Some of them are images, some of them are videos, and then I just ran them for about 2 weeks, and we got like 20 leads, basically forms. And then he and his wife called them, the leads, and then they got one client. So it was like $1,000 a month for him, £1,000 a month. So these were like British clients,
Yep.
and so it
Are
is
you
like
from there originally? I hear the accent a bit.
no, my dad's Portuguese.
Oh, your dad's Portuguese?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat, dude. You have such a like thick British accent as well, too. So, so when you're calling people, people probably think you're from the UK.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. 100%, dude. You worked on that. Where did you learn how to speak English then?
I started speaking like we don't speak English here.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're
So
like. It's a little bit different than India. India, they still kind of learn a little bit, but
yeah. Um they don't teach in school either. Just like I started playing GTA San Andreas when I was like 11.
okay, fair enough. That's where you learned. Okay.
Yeah.
Origin story. That's the origin story. Sticking to it. I love that, man. That's funny. So, okay. So you're pretty much doing one man show, doing every single thing. So what's the main bottleneck that you think is going on? Is it like lead acquisition or is it closing people on the phone? Is it that first call, like cold calling? Like what's kind of, where's the bottleneck that you think? Because what do you want to get from right now? Because you said you were doing the marketing agent, doing all that stuff. What do you want to do now then?
I want to get into sales. So the only thing I loved from that running that business was like the sales stuff, like talking to people, getting them on calls, and I love the guy Mo, who was like a personal trainer. It was a lovely guy. Just other two people too. So like one of them was David, and they're all black guys, but I love them. Just they're funny and they were good to me. Like they didn't care that I was, young and all of that. I was I looked so much younger than I am right now. I was 14, and I didn't have like I, I didn't still go. I'm still like going through puberty, but just yeah,
Dude, you don't stop growing until you're 25, man. I'm sorry to break it to you. You got 9 more years left. Your prefrontal
yeah,
cortex, you know what that is?
yeah.
Yeah,
This stuff.
right on the top right here. Oh yeah, right on the front. Yours isn't gonna stop until you're 25, dude. So don't worry. Doesn't get fully developed till the you're literally gonna wake up probably one day in your early 20s and then it's like an epiphany that'll happen. That's what happened to me, what happened to a lot of friends where we have no idea what we want to do in life, and then out of nowhere you just wake up and it's like, whoa, out of nowhere you can start thinking and critical problems, all that sort of fun stuff. So, dude, you got so much time. So now you want to get into sales. What kind of sales do you want to get into then? Did you want to like work from your home, like have that whole office? Like I already see that you have the kind of like the voicing, vibration stuff in the background. Like are you more
Yeah,
so
I got
looking
it
for like
today.
content or are you more so looking to like be fully remote, work for a company, do things yourself? Like what's your goals then over the next 12 months?
So basically, I want to get into a some kind of a job, sales job. I don't care if it's apartment setting, closing, um, I do practice with like, do you know that C-same AI or something like that? It was C-same or C-sum or something like that.
Hmm.
It's a pretty good AI. Like it's so humanized. It's just like you can't tell like it's not human. So you could just I practice with her or him. I don't know what to call it.
Hmm.
Do you call AI the it or her or
They
him?
that's what all the gender neutral stuff all came from is for us to prepare for AI. That's what I say.
That's a pretty
Anyway,
good analogy.
yeah.
Anyway, so I practice with him, I guess him.
Hmm.
So for like 5 times, so basically like I have like 5 30 minutes role play calls, and right now I'm doing that, and I'm also like
Role play for
hunting
like
on
high ticket closing, role play for like cold calling, like what kind
yeah
of role playing?
high ticket closing.
Okay.
So I practice for like an e-com offer and also fitness coaching offer. And I'm also like hunting like for jobs or something like that on Facebook Ad Manager. So these are like guys who run ads, so they kind of have like a marketing process. So if I get a job there, you know, maybe I can like have constant leads without like, you know,
Okay, so you want to shift more so to just being on the phone, doing high ticket sales as well too. When did you want to make that transformation? Because going from a social media marketing agency to a marketing agency, did you see yourself like enjoying that a lot more about having that business was when they got onto a phone and closing them to become a client of yours? Is that when it kind of like clicked for you that that's was more so of your strong skill set, or how did you come to that conclusion?
I mean, I was pretty good at sales. Like, I didn't have this background or anything like that. Just not even a white background. I was on my bed, so I just kind of put my camera right there, and I was sitting on my bed and just I had a table and I had like two computers. So one of them was camera, and one of them I kind of did the other stuff. So I connected two screens so it doesn't like lag
Yep.
in the sales call. And so basically, I loved it. Like I had like 8 sales calls, and almost all of them said yes to me at the
Okay.
end. Like two or three of them sent me to send an email, and one of them sent me to like F off. Um, but some of them like gave me advice, like seeing I was young.
Fucking
it, it, it
bullshit.
was, it was
Such fucking
I
bullshit.
hate
Fucking
that.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I bet you do, bro. I bet you do, especially. But you have to use the age as an advantage, though, man. You can get into so many different areas, and you can look as an expert, especially if it's older people and it's a social media offer or it's fitness. You can be an expert. Actually, the younger you are, you can frame yourself as the expert. That's something that I did learn from Iman Gaji because he was so young as well. If you have, say, I don't know if your school would have this. It's more so of like a university and college thing. Do you have like a school email or no?
No,
No, you don't have a school email address. It's more so like a university and college thing a little bit where you get a school email address. One of the things that I always did if you wanted to do any sort of outreach and stuff, you can literally just do outreach from a student email because people and business owners, entrepreneurs, if you're like, hey, I want to set up a time to talk, all this sort of stuff. Hey, I go to this school, or hey, I'm young. I want to be able to learn a little bit more about your processes. Like, when would be a good time to talk? Like, people are more so willing to help out for like younger students and younger people, so you have such an advantage for that to be able to be a sponge and to be able to talk to so many different people, especially like on these calls as well. And they have no fucking clue, pardon my French here, they have no clue that you're going to be, your goal is to close them. They have literally zero clue. The sales resistance goes down immensely, especially if they see that you're younger as well, because they don't think that you're trying to close them, trying to scam them, or anything along those lines. You have to use that as an advantage, man. Like sometimes you are gonna get those people on the call, like, oh my God, you're so young. I remember seeing this one video. There's like an 80-year-old woman or something like that who gets on a call, and there's literally a guy, I think he was like your age or 17 or something like that. And she's like, oh my God, like you're so young. And it started the call completely off frame, all this sort of stuff. But you can always get that frame back as well. So the total amount of sales calls, just so that I have this correct. You've had 8 sales calls total, right? Like 8 closing calls,
Yeah,
like live closing calls.
7 or 8. Yeah.
7, 8. Okay. Have you recorded any of them?
Yeah, I recorded a lot of them. I
Uh-huh.
guess I recorded about six, and then I posted one on. I posted like I don't know, 3 or 4 of them on YouTube.
Yep.
But later I felt like, oh man, it's just so cringy. So I just
Dude,
kind of
like, of course, it's always gonna be cringy when you get started. Of course, dude. That's what you have to fucking get over, is that cringiness at the start. Like, who gives a shit? Like, dude, I just started my school. I haven't even advertised it yet. I haven't, like, I'm currently gonna be starting running a few pages right now to get more organic traffic to this page. Dude, you're one of the first, like, 30 people in this community. We have a one-on-one right now. People have paid me thousands of dollars for one-on-one time. Right now, I'm just building this out, getting some more feedback, all that sort of fun stuff. You have a huge opportunity right now. You're live with a multi-million dollar closer right now. Like, dude, like you have such a legging because you're young, you're a go-getter, you know what you're looking for as well. Like, Dave, what I think you should do, especially for feedback in the start, if you want to post inside of the community as soon as we're off this call, one of those calls. Do you have one of those calls available on YouTube?
yeah, one of them.
One of
So
them. Can you post it inside of the Skool community? And you
yeah,
can post it in one of the general discussion. We could do that. We could do that just after, as soon as we're off. And I could do a review, but also my one of my students, Ethan, I helped him grow to become over $10,000 per month remote. He's a remote setter essentially. And I brought him from fucking zero all the way over to $10,000 plus per month. He's in my ebook if you have a chance to read out the ebook that I've attached in the group too. He has a very inspiring story as well, literally from like zero all the way up to over 10K per month. Not knowing anything about sales, not knowing like literally proof of concepts, all this sort of like sales jargon, had no fucking clue. So yeah, I recommend doing that because he can give some good feedback on that as well. But yeah, man, post that inside of the community. And have you gone through some of the trainings inside of the community yet, or no?
no, I started like I read a few, and then I was kind of getting into it, and then I saw that there's a weekly coaching call in
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, every
10
Thursday.
minutes,
Yep.
and then
Nice
I
man, nice
just
man. Good for you. So that's the first thing. There's a few things because I got about 5 minutes left. So first thing is to post that call inside the group. It doesn't matter if it's fucking cringy, dude. The more cringiness that you get out of the way being 16, the less you'll have in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on. Dude, you got so much life ahead of you. I'm 32 right now. I'm over half your age. Like I'm literally 2x your age. I'm 32, man. And if I had gotten started with YouTube, or if I had the free withal to get started back when YouTube was at its infancy, back in 2009, 2010, do you know how much further, if you're posting like say once a week, you know how much further everyone would be if they started posting literally right away, just like yourself? Literally, it's the fucking Iman Gadzi way to becoming well known and establishing trust. If you already have your vulnerability already set up, because people like people who are vulnerable. People don't like you've ran ad campaigns. People don't like things that are too perfect. If things are too perfect, people will just scroll by it if it's too perfect, professionally done, because it's out of sync with the algorithm. It's out of sync with what people look at regularly on their phone or on their algorithm. A perfect ad will be something that looks normal in someone's feed. That's literally the
yeah,
perfect ad. It's so that it looks like their friend posted it. So then they're engaged, they'll read it a lot more, all that sort of fun stuff. If things look too perfect, like people don't like that. So vulnerability and posting that consistently on your YouTube page, that's fucking phenomenal, man. Like that's already such a leg up on so many different people as well. So that's the first thing. First thing, post one of those inside the community. You can do it in general discussion, whatnot. I'm more than happy to do a review of that as well. And the other thing is to go through the trainings, start going through those trainings as well. It's about 7, 8 videos. You can actually see in one of those training videos, I review myself on a live sales call. I forget which one is in that one. I think it was like a 3,500 or 4,000 euro close or something. But there's a live sales call that's in there. It's about 30 minutes. and I'm reviewing it myself. So you get to see me live on the call with someone that I didn't even know like 2 minutes prior to the call, had no idea who they were, and it ended up closing them in 30 to 45 minutes or so. So you get to see that from that process. That's literally in the training right there. So you get to see me do that, and you get to see me review it as well as a third person, giving some tactics as well, what I could have done differently, either to close them sooner or what I could have done differently to completely fuck up the deal as well. So I recommend going through those trainings as well. So those are the first two things. So drop that YouTube link. I'll probably end up giving a review on that one. I'm more than happy to do that. I could probably post that out like sometime next week as well too, dude. So you get some good feedback from that. Go through the trainings in there as well. So go through it's like 7 to 8 free videos, dude. You get to see me on a real life sales call as well on there too. And then the third one as well is to get more reps. So what kind of job are you looking for then? Like what kind of remote job? What's your dream offer?
My dream offer would be I like fitness. Like I used to have like one big bloated ab, and now I'm pretty fit. So I'm just maybe fitness would be good. Otherwise, ecom, marketing agency, I don't actually mind. So I want to be a closer. Like I don't want to like apply myself. I hate cold calling to be honest. So
Okay, fair enough. Not many people do like it. That's why they all get gray hair and they all look like they're 65 years old when they're only 21 in sales. That's just from cold calling. But cold calling can be fun, man. I'm sure you've seen some videos on Instagram, some fun people doing some cold call stuff, making it fun and stuff. Like you just can't really think too much of yourself and you can't really think and take too critically what someone says either. It's like when you're on those calls, like I'll know a lot more when you post it into the group and what they look like. So I have a lot more of a clearer picture of what you need help with. But the main thing though, dude, is just to get more reps, man. Like I've taken over 2,000 sales calls. Like, do you think that I even remember like people's names 2 minutes after my call? I have no fucking clue after I close people within 2 minutes. Like my girlfriend will watch me close people. She's watched me close millions of dollars over the phone. And she's just so astonished how I could remember someone's name so clearly. But then the minute I get off the phone and I go on to the next call, or there's 6, 7 calls all in a row in one single day, I just get it so focused, so deeply focused. And that's one of the things that you'll get from the training videos as well, too, Dave. That's why I 100% recommend going through that. You'll have such a deep focus that nothing else will distract you, nothing else will bother you other than that conversation that you have with that individual that is on the call with you. Because your goal as the closer isn't necessarily to get the sale. Your goal as the closer is to see what kind of problem that the prospect has, see if they even understand that it's even a problem, then getting them to acknowledge that problem and seeing if that problem can be solved with your client's offer or your own offer if it is yourself. If you can help them, then you have a moral obligation to get them through to that close. Because if it can help them, like you have a moral obligation to see it through, even though all those excuses, all the smoke screens, all the objections that they're going to give you still have to remember deep down that you have a moral obligation to help this person. And even though that they might be very resistant sometimes to the help, sometimes people don't want what's best for them. Like that's mainly that like humans are so emotional as well. And there's so many different paths that you can do in order to be able to help that individual and to bring value into their life. Sometimes it takes a little bit of like literally like digging in and like getting very, but you can only start calling people out when you have that rapport in there. And that's where those training videos will come into handy as well too, Dave, is for when you go through there, you're going to be able to see each of those steps in there in order to grow that rapport so that you can have that trust with the prospect. You can then see what their problems, their issue is, whether or not you can even help them. The amount of times I've been on calls with people, man, and I'm like, dude, I can't even help you. You're so fucked up that like if I bring you into the program, it's actually immoral for me to bring you into the program because it's going to actually not only hinder your life a lot more because you have so much bullshit going on in your life, but it will actually hurt my client's business and even my business at the end of the day. Mainly, mainly because if we onboard someone or if you close someone that like isn't a fit at all for what you're doing, you're
Yeah.
gonna have nothing but bullshit, bro. Nothing but bullshit, nothing but problems. They're gonna be in what I call a pain in the ass client. That's what they're going to be for you. And so you have a moral obligation to see whether or not you can even help them. But if you onboard someone and they're not a fit, and deep down you're like, oh, like I don't know, kind of thing. I need the money, but like, oh, I don't know at the end of the day. Dude, it's gonna cost you way more time in the future just to be able to like mitigate all the bullshit with this client and stuff like that. And it's gonna take your focus away from people that actually need your help as well, too. And take your focus, take your energy away from that. So yeah, man. I know about like 30 minutes is done right now. Did you have any other questions for me, Dave?
Actually, I do like actually I don't. I don't know. Basically, I'm gonna go through those sale training stuff. At the moment, I'm just
Number
kind of
one, post the video, dude. Post the YouTube video.
absolutely.
Ask for feedback on this one.
I want to ask
Um,
you that, um, when you go through like, I'm thinking of doing this. I have no idea. Like sometimes, just I do this portrait with my phone. I just kind of record my videos and outreach videos, and I send them to these clients. And then once I get an interview, so I just kind of hop into it, and it just I want to ask you questions, but I just sometimes I
Bro,
don't know. I'm not
it
clear.
always blanks me. Bro, you're 16. Your prefrontal cortex. We've already discussed this, man. It's not fully developed. You're pumped up on testosterone when you're fucking 16 years old, dude. You can't fucking think straight. So
I do like meditating and
of course, man. You have to. You have to
exercising, all of
balance
that.
everything all
It
out,
just
dude. Dude, you're hyped up. You're pent up, dude. I've been 16, man. Like, dude, there's so many. The world's just so many possibilities. But the big thing is just to focus on one thing. And I think that that's something that you're learning right now, especially trying to do everything all at once with a social media marketing agency. People get into drop shipping, all that fucking shit because they want to do everything all at once when not even Jeff Bezos runs everything at Amazon. Jeff Bezos literally just runs fucking meetings and shit. That's all that he does because he can't do everything. You think that he understands, you think Jeff Bezos understands Amazon Cloud at all? Do you think that he understands like, oh, like the two click prompt to be able to get Amazon Prime? Like he doesn't give a shit about any of this stuff. What he cares about at the end of the day is doing what he's good at, and that is managing people and getting the best out of people. That's what he's good at. And that's something that I think you're learning about too. And the best thing is to go through those trainings, post inside the community. Doesn't matter if it's fucking cringe or not, and see out that process as well. Because, dude, you have an opportunity right now, especially since I'm just getting started with the Skool community. You have an opportunity right now to get literally my undivided attention. And what you do with that is whatever you want to do on the back end. Because I want to see this grow and scale up all the way to the fucking moon. And there will be a paywall in this community as soon as it gets to either 30 members or 50 members. I don't know yet. But because you're in the first 30, first 50, you'll never have to pay for the community. So I recommend going through those trainings. I recommend posting that cringy video inside of the community, getting that feedback as well, and to start layering that process and ask questions inside of the community. There's some pretty already, there's about two or three people. I think there's like 12 members or whatever in the community right now. There's two or three like fucking solid members that are in there, man, that actually know what the fuck they're doing. I'm gonna start advertising it on my personal pages as well to get some fucking killers in there because I I got some pretty good connections that will be able to blow your mind as well too, Dave. But yeah, man, I know you're gonna probably have some questions later on, but I gotta hop off because I got a
absolutely. I
meeting.
don't
I
want to
got a
like
meeting in
waste your
about four
time here.
minutes. But dude, it was good meeting you, man. As well. Post, yeah. So those three things, like I mentioned, post a cringy video inside the community, literally in the next 5 minutes. If you want to do that, that would be perfect. Go through those training videos and then ask any questions as well, pertaining especially to my own sales call in the trainings. I think it's number 7 or 8 that's in there. And then yeah, man, you'll be able to see. You'll probably have some questions in there as well too. But other than that, though, Dave, man, fucking slave for this week, man. What's the end goal for this week? What do you want to do? You want to be able to get a job this week or what?
I want to get yeah, I want to land a job.
Heck yes, dude. Heck yes. I'm
That's kind of
posting the
good.
job form every so often as well too. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Ask any questions, go through the trainings and such like that. Cause yeah, dude, you focus on one thing, get one thing really good first, and then everything else will begin to flourish once you focus on that one thing. as well.
Thanks, brother.
But
Bye.
yeah, man, we'll talk shortly. Okay, Dave. Enjoy the rest of your day, dude. I'm looking forward to that cringy video.
Okay.
Awesome,
Goodbye,
dude.
man.
Cheers, dude. It was
Have a
good
good
meeting
one.
you.